Ladies, gentlemen, one and all, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. Yeah, this is this is a game that I played a very long time ago. It's been quite a while since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, but for whatever reason, I have been kind of on a bit of a sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Binge on YouTube recently. So I fancied playing it again. Mostly I've been watching Forbidden Memories, but that's beside the point. So, I don't know if I'm going to make this into a actual full series, but I don't know. I just fancy playing some. I am, however, going to sit through the opening cinematic, just in case I do end up making a full series out of it. So, if you want to skip the opening with Simon, then check the chapter selection and you should be able to go straight to where I select my deck. Or after I've selected my deck and I start facing off against the first opponent. Now, also keep in mind that I am playing this on my PC, so there may be graphical glitches. Emulation is a little bit weird. Other than that, and yes, for legal reasons, I do own a copy of this game on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, other than that, I suppose we might as well get going. I don't need my keyboard. That's But yeah, this is what I mean by graphical glitches, that little sort of white border. The British Empire in the 1480s. And the sound isn't working. Well, that's interesting. Maybe this bit doesn't have sound. We'll see. Yes, the British Empire in the 1480s. Oh, there we go. The War of the Roses. A power struggle between the houses of Lancaster, the Red Rose, and York, the White Rose. To decide a royal successor was nearing an end. This was an actual historical event, but much like Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of things with Yu-Gi-Oh and historical events, things tend to go off the rails pretty quickly here. With the Yorkists well in the lead, apparently led by what looks like Haitian, the reign of Richard III was but a step away. And in France, Yugi, who is playing the role of Henry Tudor here, the last Lancastrian heir, was being forced to live a life of exile. The Lancastrian forces were rendered powerless by ancient cards of sorcery, and immediately we have gone completely off the rails, and history is now broken. Yes, funnily enough, the Yorkists did not have magic cards that rendered them a supreme power. Yeah. Seto and his 7 followers, who, known as the Rose Crusaders, served under the flag of Lord Crawford, a powerful Yorkist nobleman. Lacking a duelist to champion their cause, defeat was imminent for the Lancastrians. In England, dual card games were still at the fledgling stage, despite the fact they had been played in, like, ancient Egypt, like with Pharaoh Atem and all that, but we'll ignore that as well. Thus, the Lancastrians had to look elsewhere for a duel master capable of facing the Rosencrews in battle. Because they couldn't just stab them. With this in mind, Margaret May Beaufort of Lancaster secretly requested a high druid to summon a duelist from another age. Yeah, she just went to Scotland and sort of grabbed the first, even remotely druidic-looking person. Luckily, she got an actual druid and not just like some random homeless person. Although, to be fair, Simon does look kind of magical here. Though, music is absent. Ah, okay, so the music's broken. Okay, well, I'll fix that at some point. Let's not worry about it for the moment. Anyway, Simon McMurran. Ooh. Summoned from the mystic circle of red and white roses, the one capable of harnessing pure power. There was truth to the legend of the Rose Duelist. Lady Margaret, I did it. Now we have the means for defeating the evil forces of Rosencruz. Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I had forgotten I was in the presence of the Rose Duelist. Close enough. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Simon McMurran, High Druid and Servant of Lancaster. May I be so bold as to ask the name by which the Rose Duelist would like to be known? Now, the name that you give here is going to determine your deck. So, while I would call myself something like, I don't know, Caldaris, there is a very specific deck I am looking for, and that can only be obtained, well, it can't only be obtained, but it can be obtained with entering the name. If you hadn't guessed yet, it is Zombie. Yes, my name is Zombie. Yeah, Simon is very confused as well. He's lying. Now, here's the situation. The year is 1485, and you are currently in Stonehenge, near Salisbury, England. I've never actually been to Stonehenge, funnily enough. I don't actually live near Salisbury, so, nah. The British Empire is in turmoil, with the House of Lancaster's rightful claim to the throne being challenged by Yorkist usurpers. Reading's hard. The power struggle is referred to as the Wars of the Roses, a name based on the badges used by both sides. Was it actually called the War of the Roses at the time, or was that something that just came in afterwards? Like, they didn't call the First World War the First World War at the time, they just called it the Great War, because, they didn't really anticipate there being a second. A red rose for the Lancastrians, and a white rose for the Yorkists. And a black rose for me. Right now, our kingdom is threatened by the Yorkists and their wrongful claim to the throne. All because the Yorkists enjoy the support of their Rose Crusaders and their sorcerous White Rose cards. Using our Red Rose cards, we summoned you to this day and age. We hope that your dueling experience would defeat the Rose Crusaders and lead us to victory. You will help us? Of course you will. Foolish of me to even doubt where your lord is like. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Rumour has it that only the legendary Rose Duelist stands a chance against the power of Rosencruz. We appreciate any help you can provide against them. Before I forget, I should warn you that the rules to dueling differ here from those of your age. Here in England, dueling is governed by what is known as the perfect rule. In addition to several minor distinctions, there are two major differences. One is the existence of movement or positioning, the other is the deck leader concept. I'm not sure if these ever came to the card game. I only know the original Duelists Kingdom arc, and that's about the extent of my knowledge on Yu-Gi-Oh! I know a few things, like XYZ fusions, as they're called, instead of XYZ, as we would say it. But yeah, I know some of the modern stuff, but my actual knowledge on it is sorely lacking. And my memory of the old stuff is also sorely lacking. Anyway. These are two aspects of dueling that were lost in the process when the ancient sport of duel monsters was adapted to card form. You're talking as if you're from the future, Simon. Are you actually a time traveller? The perfect rule represents these lost rules that were miraculously revived here in England. Oh, okay, never mind. Perhaps a practice duel will serve better than an explanation, shall we? Nope, I'll explain everything when we get into the game. First, you must select your deck. It is important that you feel the vibrations of a deck leader, the minute resonations that ring within true to your soul. Yeah. There's a joke to be made there, but I'm going to avoid it. Low blow and all that. The cards themselves draw their power from the energies of the Ancient Ones. The deck leader acts as an intermediate between the Ancient Ones and the deck wielder. It is essential that you select a card leader whose rhythm matches the stirrings of your soul. Here are several decks. Please get to the point. Thank you. And given the name that I went for, which of these do you think I'm actually going to be going for? There's the Serpentine Princess, whose main attributes are Dark, Water, and Earth. Main races being Dino... Dinosaur... Lizard? Are they distinct in this game? I can't remember. It's either Lizard or Bug, I think. Spellcaster and Aqua. The Patrician of Darkness, who is mainly Dark and Earth. And their main types are Zombies, Fiends, Warriors, and Plant. And the King Tiger Wanghu. Main attributes are Water, Dark, and Earth, and the main race is Beast. There's only one. I see you have selected your deck. So that's the effect of the Celtic Red Rose cards. It looks like there's some truth to the rumour that Red Rose cards are capable of time transformation. Who's there? It's been some time since the Battle of Barnet, old one. Rosencruz, what brings you here? Only a member of the Rose Crusaders may call me by that name. If you may recall, I told you once before that you may only address me as Seto. Or does memory fail you, old man? And you must be the dreaded Rose Duelist. I must admit, there's a certain aura of power emanating from you. I believe an introduction is in order. I am Seto, leader of the Rose Crusaders. There are members of our little group who prefer to call me by the name of C. Rosencruz. I ask you again, what brings you here, Seto? Mind your manners, old man. What else would bring me here? I've come for the Red Rose cards. After all, it was you who showed me how the summoning capabilities would evolve when the Red Rose cards are combined with the transport powers of the White Rose cards. You aren't thinking of attempting the Forbidden Rose summoning. If so, then the Red Rose cards must never fall into your evil hands. Card sorcery taps into the powers of the Ancient Ones. By their very nature, each card is a double-edged sword that can cut both ways. The Red Rose card, Rose cards alone harness tremendous power. There's no telling what horrors one might unleash to the world by combining both red and white. I will sacrifice my own life if need be. I will sacrifice my own life if need be to prevent you from uttering the spell of doom. Doom, 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 doom. It's close enough. The spell of doom? Fool. The 16 red and white rose cards grant power over all. Druid legend has twisted the true meaning of these cards. I bet it hasn't. We Rose Crusaders have sworn to create a utopia free from the ravages of war. We intend to accomplish this with the power of the cards. Yes, well, we'll see. History, if any history is anything to go by, then definitely fail on that one. And we shall do so by extending the rule of Richard III throughout the known world. By the way, it was clever of you to form a circle of red roses within the white rose barrier to summon the rose duelist. But you were foolish to come alone. This area is surrounded, and if you wish to leave with your life, you will only do so by handing over the red rose cards. Me? A fool? Then what about you? Are you fool enough to actually believe the red rose cards would remain here in my possession? Right after the summoning, I had the cards dispersed among our best duelists to keep them from your tainted hands. Then you leave me with but one option. I shall enlist the aid of your precious rose duelist. You take leave of your senses. And you speak too soon, old man. Heed my words, duelist. If you wish to return to the proper time period, you will require 16 cards of the red and white roses. The red and white positions must be laid out in reverse of the summoning order to send you home. You know the spell. Since you need the 16 rose cards just as much as I do, or we do, I propose a partnership. Help us gather the cards, and I shall guarantee your return after we've achieved our ultimate goal. An absurd proposal. Do you think that the honourable zombie I can't keep a straight face on that one. Would even lend an ear to your ridiculous proposal? Can you be so sure, old man? Let's see. Simon's side has 8 of the red rose cards, while my side, the Rose Crusaders, has possession of 8 white rose cards. As the numbers are even, simple arithmetic indicates that you could side with either of us. But I'm sure you'll take into account who's winning this war, after all. Who was desperate enough to summon you in the first place? I think it's quite clear which side is better positioned to send you home. Heed not the words of this power-hungry lunatic. Simon, why must you resort to name-calling? I'm hurt. I'll tell you what, why don't we leave the decision to our dear duelist? After all, Simon, the duelist's future is not for us to decide now, is it? Well, yes, but... Splendid! In keeping with the tradition of the old temple gardens, I offer you a choice, duelist. Here are 2 roses. The white represents me, and the red for old Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose. Stand by my side, duelist. Choose the white rose. Now, yes, we... oh god, it's 18 minutes in. I forgot how lengthy this opening is. I am going to save state. Yeah, so we basically have 2 choices. Now, the generally accepted easier path is to side with the Yorkists, because you do actually get to go and play through the campaign again after you complete the campaign with the Yorkists. And then you can side with the Lancastrians again after that with all the cards and the deck and stuff that you've unlocked while you were fighting with the Yorkists, or playing with the Yorkists. I believe, if I remember correctly. So, keeping that in mind, I'm going to be siding with Seto. A wise choice, duelist. I see you are well versed in judging a situation. Welcome to the Rose Crusaders. I am honoured. Okay, old man, it's time you made yourself scarce. What are you doing? Stop! No! Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I just need you out of the way until everything is settled. Now, let's talk about the red rose cards. Oh yes, there's not been enough talking already. Simon mentioned that he spread the cards among certain individuals just after summoning you. I think it's safe to assume that a large number of those individuals are his confederates currently located in France. I would like to ask you to enter France from Dover and retrieve those cards for our cause. I would go myself, however, I'm needed here to maintain our barrier against any invading forces. According to the legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than the opponent's to capture a rose card of another colour. Remember, a deck that costs lower than your opponent is the key. I've also heard somewhere that the Celts inherited their red rose cards from the original inhabitants of Stonehenge. This would mean that our enemy Yugi, who comes from a line of Welsh nobility, would likely have inherited one of the red rose cards. This means that those who oppose the Rose Crusaders are sufficiently equipped to duel against us as equals. Given their desperate situation, they'll retaliate with everything they've got. It would be wise not to underestimate them. I'm depending on you. Right. And there we go. That is... Oh, dear God, what on earth is... yes, I do have slight upscaling. Yeah. It messes with the AI, you know. AI. UI. Alright. Deck option. Right. Come on. There we go. Sound is not... Okay. I will... 1 second. Just let me... Okay. I've forgotten how to do the change the slot. There we go. Right. Let me see if I can fix this music. Fixed it. Good old turn it off and on again. Works every time. Well, almost every time. This was my 3rd time of turning it off and on again. Normally I do the fast boot in the emulator, but I think that might have been what was doing it. I guess I didn't have time to learn... to load everything, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Hello, Taya. Rose Duelist. You dared to betray the hopes of Prince Yugi. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. I can't do a female voice. My apologies. Say hello to the Deckmaster. And say hello to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses. So, yes, this is not like Forbidden Memories or a lot of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. This is more like a board game, effectively. So, you can move your deck leader around. Depending on their rank, they can move either 1 or 2 spaces. Because this is the very start of the game, I am just 2nd Lieutenant, which is the lowest rank. You can summon cards in a space around you. Now, you might see that one card is greyed out there. That is because you do not summon, you don't, tribute, effectively. What happens is that every turn you gain a certain number of stars, indicated, in our case, in the upper right-hand corner. I believe it's 3 per turn. We'll find out after I end my turn and start my next one. But yeah, so that's how we summon our monsters. They're how much they cost to summon is indicated by their star ranking, which I believe is accurate to the, in terms of their, actual rank, is accurate to the, card game? I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, it's been so long since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! To the point where I don't actually know what these cards do. So for those who have not played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, there are different types of cards. In this generation, you had fusion monsters, you had normal monsters, and you had effect monsters. Normal monsters are these ones, the sort of yellowy ones. The effect monsters are this colour here, and fusion monsters are blue. So what do you do, Skull Servant? I can't remember. When its card is flipped face up, all Skull Servants are increased by 300 points. Go. And Skull Stalker, what do you do? Reduces opposing monster by 300 points when destroyed in battle. So you want to use it as a throwaway monster. Cool. Alright, let's start actually doing something, shall we? So let's move forward. Taya can actually be a relatively nasty opponent to fight right off the bat. No, I'm thinking of ritual monsters, aren't I? Fusion monsters are ones where you just, like, you do that, and then they fuse together. Well, these two won't, but, yeah. Ritual monsters are the blue ones. I'm not sure if they're in this game, to be honest. So what do we got? We got a fiend, we got a warrior, a zombie, and a warrior. I want a plant because I want to start going for the King of Ghosts. King of Ghosts. That's a pretty solid card normally. I will probably just put down a Trial of Nightmare and ship him up a bit. I could also use Skull Servant and Skull Stalker to make a zombie warrior with 1,300 attack points. However, he also has 0 defense, and I got a 1,300 here. I can't remember how the fusions work in terms of. I think it takes the more expensive of the cards. Let's try it and see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Oh, he's 1,200. Why did I think he was 1,300? That's probably another card. Oh, these guys do not do well on Mountain. Okay, good to know. Yeah, there are different terrain types as well. If you go onto a terrain type that you are not good with, you will lose 500 attack and defense, and if you get a terrain type you are good on, you will gain 500 attack and defense. Transforms occupied space into wasteland when engaged in battle. That's nice. I will, however, be doing this. Is this enough to make the Pumpkin of Ghosts? I'm not actually sure. Let's give it a go. Nope, it's wood remains. Damn it. When this card is flipped face up, all wood remains are increased by 500 points. Go. Let's see what you are. I'll lose some life points probably, but it's fine. That is a powered up card. I do not know what exactly it is. The main concern I have with Taya's deck is her Hoshiningans, or whatever they're called. Oh good, it's an Hourglass Courage. I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's also 3D battles in this, but we're going to be skipping them. I'll turn those off in a minute. Spellbound. Yes, I have a dark deck, so because our sort of alignments are opposites, when she wins a battle against me, she will get Spellbound, which basically means they just can't move for one turn. Also, that is a scary monster. If life points are over 1,000, when this card is destroyed in battle, the strength of all your monsters are increased by 1,000 points, and your life points are reduced by 1,000. Basically, if we destroy that, and there are other monsters on the field, then, yeah, things are going to start getting a bit wacky. We need to destroy her other monsters first. Let's go for a Trial of Nightmare and see what this is, I guess. It is a Skele Angel, and I forgot to turn off the goddamn 3D battles. Go. What was your effect? Oh, good. Spellbinding Circle. Or not. Yeah, you can access graveyards and stuff. If a card has been played from the hand in the turn when this card is destroyed, the owning player can play one more card from the hand. Okay then. That will. Ooh. If I could power that up by 1, I have an idea of how to kill that, but it's going to involve me throwing away a monster. I'm not going to move this, because that will become active again next turn. Though that was... No, it was spellbound during her battle phase, wasn't it? Not mine. So... that shouldn't activate next turn. I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. You are moving away. And that's kind of annoying. Alright. So, you shall summon a monster. It shall be a Cyberstein. Now, you are fairy, correct? How do fairies like Wasteland? Let's find out. Also, I didn't turn the 3D battle off again. Okay, so they don't mind Wasteland, but they, yeah, still beat my card. And it was spellbound again. Good, good. I move that there. You. That. Now, if that is a fairy type, then that's going to be getting powered up from that. So we want to probably... Do we want to take a risk? No. Okay, that's moving in to attack us. So, we do this. Ah, but she's got 2 other monsters on the field. Okay, Fiend, Spellcaster. Is there a fusion for that? What's Uzaki? That's the direct damage thing, isn't it? Yeah, 500. I do not approve of these monsters. Why do you look like you would be a thunder type? You look like, yeah, you look like you'd be more thunder than whatever. Yeah. Give it a go. Nope. Nope. Did not get. Let's move that forward. You think you can take me with that? Is it an Air Knight Parshath? No, it's a Winged Egg of New Life. Oh, good. And I still didn't turn off that 3D battle. I'll remember it one day. That means that my current card is in a bit of a pickle. Or my clown is in a bit of a pickle. Right. If I do this, then you're going to... I've got no choice now. I've committed to it. Go, wood remains. Good luck. We killed the Hourglass of Courage, and they're gonna get 1,000 extra damage. 2,400. I might need to redo this one. I was kind of reliant on getting my an Hourglass of Life. Is that the one that heals life points when you destroy it? I believe it is. Alright. We got Sword of Dark Destruction. That is for warrior monsters. So if we can get our Zanki out, but we have no... God, you are 2,400. If LP is higher than 1,000 at the moment, this card is destroyed. A maximum of 4 monsters with the highest attacks from own as well as opponent's graveyard are revived under owning player's control. Following the revival, the owning player's LP is reduced by 100. Interesting. We are probably going to have to be kind of aggressive here. Because there is no way in hell we're going to be able to beat her monsters now. Right, she's got 700 attack. Yes, 700 life. And all I've got is a goddamn Saggy the Dark Clown, which... No. Ah, it's 500. Mind you, if he's attacking off of... You know what? I'm going to lose some life points for doing it, but... Yeah. Yeah, the AI in this game likes going into corners. You can only move 1 space. You can move 1 space and take out Saggy, but that's fine. Yeah, we got a Koozie or Uzaki or Ujimi Flippy. Ooh, Petite Angel. One day I will remember. Oh no, I lost 500 life points. Whatever will I do? Why are you moving over there? So, yeah, I can just use this. Unless she has something to counter it. Nope! Fuck you, Taya! Off you go. Back into the bin with you. And now we get to the bit that probably caused a lot of people to start gambling. Yeah, the slot machine. If you manage to get all 3 the same, then, yeah, you will... Oh, we got the Hourglass of Courage. That's something. Oh, God. My eyes are starting to go funny. Ah! Fine. Yeah. You either want all the same or all different. Preferably all the same, because you will get a special card out of it. I guess I lost. It pains me to know that I lacked the strength to protect my lord and love. And funnily enough, that's probably the only loss that she's ever actually had. Going off the Battle City arc, I think. Next, we're fighting Tristran. So that's going to be fun. Now, Tristran has a very specific strategy, and it's the same strategy that everyone has in this game, and that is, as he calls it, the Crab Walker. Hold it, you're the one they call the Duelist, right? If you want to go any further, you'll have to face me and my Crab Walker strategy. Yes. Basically, he just moves his deck lead to the side of the battlefield and then hides in a corner, which is what all the AIs do, minus one specific one that I can think of, and that is I can't remember his exact name, but Yugi's grandpa, who uses an Exodia deck. Right, so what do we got? Zombie, warrior, Rock and a Dragon. What do you do? When this card is flipped face up, all your monsters are transformed into zombies. I like the sound of that, because that will be useful for Yami, which buffs zombie monsters. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set that up though. We'll start with a Lesser Dragon and see what we can do. I thought I said Carbonara Warrior there for a minute, but no, it's not Carbonara Warrior. He's not the he's not a warrior of the pasta. I cannot actually afford to summon anything else. The question is, though, which way is he going to go? I need that rock monster out. Well, he's probably going to go whichever way my cards sort of drive him. Could just summon you, like, back here or something. Or I could wait a turn. I might wait a turn. Although, summoning this doesn't actually... I could summon you. Hang on. Oh, you're getting buffed. Okay. I was going to say, what? You're 1,400. Why didn't you... whatever. I could summon you and then turn you into a zombie. Next turn. Or turn after. Hang on. It's not a very good card, though. But I'll give it a go. I'm a little concerned that that's going to get destroyed before anything spectacular happens. Oh. And that's a slight problem. Sorcerer of the Doomed? I don't remember that card. Since when does he have that card? And yes, the cards going wonky is a emulation issue. Just ignore it. Right. So we got a Stone Ghost for you. You will kick his teeth in because you are a rock type and it's good on Wasteland. How long do you think it's going to take me to actually disable the 3D thing? Well, I'll tell you how long it's going to take. There we go. You come this way? Are you a dark monster? Are you there for the moment? Might be able to summon something useful next turn, maybe. Let's see. Oh, good. He's, Oh! Misjudged that one, didn't you, you bastard? Yep, so basically, what the AI did there is it saw that its monster had 1,000, 1,000, because it was on dark terrain. It then obviously moved to attack, Kagemusha, I think, and not remembering that that would actually reduce its attack. So, yeah. I'm not sure if the opponents in this game have the Millennium Eye effect. I know some of them do in, what's it called? I've forgotten the name. Forbidden Memories. But I think that's generally later, and I don't know if they have it in this. Well, it's called the Millennium Eye effect anyway. Right, I think it's time to go zombie. And we'll move you up here and start pushing you in that direction. We could just move you here, because you would still be powered up. Yeah, let's do that. Change those two to zombies. So they are now receiving buffs from Dark territory. And that was a spell card. Oh dear. Tristran, it looks like you're in a bit of bother. Bonk. And yeah, he can only move that way or that way, which puts him into range of Stone Ghost or Silver-Eyed Zombie. Or Blue-Eyed Silver Zombie. So, well done! Apparently you suck at Yu-Gi-Oh! You didn't even attack. Ooh, Skeleton Warrior. Oh, Zombie Warrior. Right, how much? You've got 2,650. Is it worth using Yami, or do I use? I could just summon Zombie Warrior and kick the shit out of whatever. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna kick this thing's teeth in. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Yeah, that's a native 1,800 attack monster. Right. Luckily, it can't actually get to us. So yeah, it's fine. So you come around here, honk him. I should have done the Violet Crystal. In fact, I should have applied the Violet Crystal to the skeleton. That probably would have been wise. Yeah, I kind of fucked up there. Why are you summoning over there? Oh no, my deck leader is in danger. Whatever will I do? Oh yes, I shall murder. Never mind. No, I won't. Well, you can just go for game if I do this. I believe. It's 1,900, so yeah, just go for game. Screw you! And I've still not got out my pumpkin. I want my pumpkin! Right, that's it. And then there's a lot of fake traps here. Ooh, I got the Sorcerer, though. And I got Fiend's Hand. Oh. Fiend's Hand? Mystery Hand. Did I call it Fiend's Hand earlier? I think I did. Fiend's Hand is a different card. It's the one that sort of looks like hands coming out of the ground, if I remember correctly. You beat the crap out of me. Yeah, I did. Because you suck. And now the place that utterly ruins me. Canterbury. Oh dear. Now the problem with this is that this is the first difficulty spike. So let's have a look at our deck. If we got, what have we got to actually put in there? If anything. Silver bow and arrow. What's that do? That was the fairy monster increase, right? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to want Hourglass of Courage. Although it doesn't fit with my deck, it does I don't want basic insect. In fact, I don't want caterpillar either. Caterpillar can toddle right off. Mystery hand, what do you do? I can't remember. When this card is flipped face up, if there's a Jigen Bakudan in any adjacent space, teleport them to the opponent's summoning area. So basically, useless to me, anyway. We also want to get rid of basic insect, probably. Put in Sorcerer of the Doomed, because that's just a better card. Dimension Hole. I seem to remember that card, and I can't remember why. Teleports your leader to the space where it's activated. Yeah, it's a oh shit, I'm surrounded by 300 monsters, get me out of here card. Okay. Well, that should help a little bit, but it's still not going to help a lot because, yeah, May is, or Mai is kind of a problem for this deck. So you're the one who betrayed those who summoned you. I guess I'll have to show you the error of your ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about that. Yeah, she probably is actually going to end up showing me the error of my ways. We are moving this way because her monsters are all, her monsters are all like sort of winged creatures of some variety that benefit from mountain terrain. My creatures are all zombies. Oh, not all zombies, but mostly zombies that don't like mountains. Yeah, you can see where the problem is. I could fuse you two. I think that would be a great mammoth. Or I could make a wood remains with you two. Let's do the wood remains. Because I don't have one of those in my deck, so... yeah, let's do that. And move you across this way, and end our turn. Oh god. Please don't be a harpy lady, sisters. Oh, I'm gonna need a drink for this one. Right. Turn. So, yeah, I'm basically doing the AI strategy here, where I just sort of hide in the corner behind a bunch of beefed up monsters. To be more specific, they tend to do that more when they're getting beaten. Not so much... Ooh, we got a Shadow Ghoul. Correctly. Can move into the labyrinth terrain and transform into Wall Shadow. Okay, that'll be useful later. But I am thinking very much that we power you up with Violet Crystal. Although, there are better monsters to use Violet Crystal on. Can I... Is what she have, or what she fused, come to over 2600 attack? What is your... So, Harpy Lady and Dark Fire Dragon. What does that make? Harpy's Pet Dragon. And it's beefed up with Gust Fan. Oh, I don't remember the stats for Harpy's Pet Dragon. I just know it's pretty strong. And it's beefed up by 500 points. I am very tempted to just see if I can dump a few cards here. Yeah, let's dump some cards. Ooh, that's a fusion. What does it make? Oh, Cybersaurus. Excellent. We are, however, probably just going to stay here. So you can move to there. So we can move one further up. Never mind. No, we can't. Yeah, you don't get any benefit from that terrain, so yeah. Okay, we have a 2,300 monster. I could have had a 2,600 monster, but I'm probably overthinking things. You just moved it into wasteland terrain. Interesting. Ah, still nothing good. I don't want that insect. Would Sailor Dark Clown and Shadow Ghoul make something? I don't remember any of the fusions. This is annoying. Other than plant, or plant and zombie monster of certain attack point equals giant pumpkin. Is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon even in this one? I'm going to dump some more cards. Move you forward, but then we'll stick you in defense mode probably after that. I'm kind of digging for a certain card at the moment. Well, two certain cards. Okay. There's Skullbird. Not the card I was looking for, but we also have Dragon Zombie. We just don't have a plant. Dragon Zombie, I remember, does make Pumpkin of Ghosts. Alright. Do I want to buff Wood Remains? Nope, not that. Stick you in defense. I kind of want it. I shouldn't have done that, should I? What I should have done is moved you out the way, moved you out the way, and then got Cybersaurus to charge you. With Violet Crystal, you can get up to 2,500 due to your effect. But I can't do that now. Let's see how powerful you are. 2,500! Of course. That Violet Crystal would have been enough to wipe it off the field. Fine. God, you are... No, you know what? Move you. You up. So you down. You. Yeah. That should be fine, right? Yeah. 2,600. Kindly bugger off! You're spellbound? I don't care, he's gone. Alright. Her monsters can get up to like 3,000 odd attacks, so yeah, we need to be careful of that. That's if she gets lucky with equips, though. And terrain. Speaking of, nope, can't do anything. I've got all my expensive cards and nothing to do with it. I'm actually very tempted to just sit here and wait. You need to go back onto wasteland terrain. Yeah, I'll just sit here and wait. Right. Right. Set you down here. Skullbird. And let's see what's in the box. It is a blue-winged crown. And now it's a very dead blue-winged crown. Is Skullbird going to be our saviour this day? Therein lies the question. I need Yummy. Is it Yummy? Oh dear. A monstrous bird, you say? That's going to be a bit of a problem. Ooh, monster reborn. Oh god, you gotta get... You brought back your pet dragon, didn't you? Let me show your graveyard. No, you didn't. You brought back the card I just killed. And then stuck it in defense mode. Why? Oh, good. Skull Servant. Yeah, that's gonna fucking help, isn't it? Alright, well. I suppose we can make a zombie warrior or something. Okay. Get rid of 2 cards at least. It's gonna be at the bottom of the deck, I know it is. Alright, so yeah, you're boosted by 500, so you are 2,000 naturally. I've actually forgotten how much defense that this thing has. Can I, like, go over here and hit this? This is very aggressive, but it might be what saves me. In the meantime, yeah, Shadow Ghoul and the rest of you just hold position. She can move 2 spaces! God damn it. Okay, so we know that I can hit over whatever this is with Skullbird. Aha! Okay, I need to get that Hourglass of Courage out. There we go, there's Fiend's Hand. Destroys the opposing monster as well. Right. Monstrous Bird. Would you like to dance? I'm not going to do that. I am going to stick you in defense mode and move you back. That might make that more of a tempting target. Either that, or it's just going to go round here and try and smack me in the face, which would be kind of awkward. Yeah. That should be fine. Come on, I dare you. I double dare you to try and... Ha! You activated my trap card, motherfucker! Off to the graveyard with you. Alright. Skullbird is unfortunately not getting anywhere. And in fact is actually in danger of getting surrounded now. The hell do you do? Able to move and attack without triggering an opponent's limited range traps. Oh, okay. That's quite cool. Right, let's get Hourglass Courage out. I'm basically going to sacrifice that to buff the rest of my monsters by 1,000. I now have, however, something I did not mention before. 5 monster cards out on the field. You can only have a maximum of 5 monsters. That means we are basically limited to what we have here. But yeah, so that's fun. You two, I guess, can stay here for now. Do I take the risk? Or do I just retreat? I know that this specific spot is safe. For now. How many monster cards do you have? I wish I knew. Could also just move over there, but that would be silly. I kind of don't want to lose my Skullbird. I want to sacrifice my Hourglass. Oh dear. There's a second Harpy's Pet Dragon. Okay, I need to get rid of Hourglass. Right, can I do this? Is this going to spellbind me? Does the effect occur destroyed in battle? So not if it's destroyed by any other effect. Nope, that is defense mode. We don't want that. Oh, a spell card. Alright. Well, let's move you back here then. And that is now a very tempting target for that Harpy's Pet Dragon. We are going to lose 1,000... nope, we're going to lose 900 life points. But, in theory, we should be fine. Oh, nice of you to finally show up, Great Mammoth of Gold. Fine. I could have used you a while ago. No matter. Is there anything I don't particularly want to get buffed? Not particularly. I mean, these are all fine targets. I would rather that was not... I can't get... Do I delay this a turn? No, I can't. Because I... Okay. Well, looks like we're getting a... looks like we're getting an Hourglass... getting our Hourglass Courage popped. There is also the possibility that they just ignore it. And never mind. Alright, I lost 900 life points, but my other monsters... Okay, 1,900 life points, sorry. But my other monsters are buffed. So I'm now very low. Oh god. I just realised I put myself in a koozie range. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, let's hope that we don't encounter that then. Okay. So, you... Right. Take this out. Just to get it off the field. You move up here. Because you're quite a tempting target for that. It's great. Great man with a gold find, potentially. You two fuse. We'll put the Great Mouth of Gold Find down anyway. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. You only have 1,700 defense. I could have got rid of you a lot earlier. Okay, well, I need to move on to the actual field, but I can't because her monsters get powered up. But she is very low on stuff. I'm also low on stuff, but eh. Okay, that's a power increase. That's a monster. That's fine. God, please don't be something that can hit 300 over. Aha! Joke's on you! Yeah, we are so low on life points. It's ridiculous. Okay. Still no. I mean, I've got one card in my deck that I really, really need, and it's just not showing up. I think I might just get rid of stuff. Right. You move down. You move down. You move across one. You move across two. You two stay where you are. Actually, no, you can move down with me. Basically, it's just whoever draws the card they need first. Alright, let's make sure. I cannot actually hit over you with my Cybersaurus, so I suppose you can move this way, and you can come down here. I swear if she draws a bloody harpy lady. Let's get rid of this entire goddamn hand, except for the dragon. I am aware the maximum number of monsters are on the field. Okay, so those two fuse. What do they make? Magical Ghost. Okay. I shall remember that for later. But yeah, that's what happens if you try to summon something and the field is full. I guess we just go. I don't know why the AI decides to, like, hit every single card. It's really weird behaviour from the AI. Curse Breaker? That's not what I wanted! God damn it! Right, well, let's get rid of you before you cause us any problems. Because if she, like I said, if she draws a Harpy Lady, then she'll be able to beef up to 3,000 attack, I believe. Move you down, move you down, move you down. Sure. Is it even worth getting out my pumpkin? Could just play the Curse Breaker, just to get it out of the way. Let's do that and we'll just move it. Okay. So, oh, you're getting lag spikes. Right. Now there is a way to find out what this card here actually is. If it's a monster, my Curse Breaker will overwrite it. If it isn't... No, if it's a monster, my Curse Breaker will activate. If it's a spell card, my Curse Breaker will, you know, whatever. Overwrite it. There we go. let's move you. Yeah. And end turn. Yeah, that's fine. You go into defense mode. It's a monster. And whatever monster it is, it's now a depowered monster. And a weaker monster, most likely, than Skullbird. Darkfire Dragon. Annoying, because it's going to spellbind my Skullbird, but what can you do? Oh, no, it isn't. Right. Cybersaurus. Right there. No! Cybersaurus! Oh, I should have guessed. Oh well. You know what that means? It means it's pumpkin time. No, I think this is enough for pumpkin. There we go. Right. Now, the fun thing with pumpkin is that should have summoned him on a wasteland space, really. Let's move you. Yeah, so the funny thing with Pumpkin, right, is that he can actually buff himself as long as he remains in defense up, in face-up defense mode. But it's not just him. It's every single monster with the zombie attribute, or typing. So, Great Now the Goldfine, Zombie Warrior, and Shadow Ghoul are all affected by this. If I change Skullbird to zombie, they will also be affected by it, but they will also lose their preferential terrain thing. So, yeah, we want to be careful of that. Please do not have direct damage. Ooh. You move that into the way of Skullbird. Sword of Dark Destruction. That's just warrior types, which I have none left. Yeah. Let's get rid of that then. Sorcerer of the Doomed. And Dimension Hole. We'll put a Dimension Hole down. Right. You go there, and the next turn we'll start the increasing of various things. I am concerned the fact that she moved that directly into the root of my Skullbird. I am extremely concerned, because that tells me it's either a curse breaker or some sort of trap, or I'm overestimating the AI's intelligence. What if I just go around it? Mesmeric control. Oh, that's a problem. That is a big problem. That's now down to 2,600. Okay, well, hopefully she has nothing that can hit over 2,600. Otherwise, I'm dead. I guess next turn. Okay, she does now. Luckily, it's on the other side of her. Right, once the spellbind wears off, yeah, it's time to, fuck. Oi! Permanent trap that triggers when an enemy card completes is moved to, automatically changes the... You git! Fine. Go this way. Oh, finally! Finally we get Yami. About damn time. Alright. Let's... We want to move slightly forward. If we activate Yami here, this will lose its preferential typing. We want to activate it nearer her. Start moving towards her. I can't set anything to defense position, so we're gonna have to be very careful on that. I have, however, luckily, not been murdered this turn. Right. Let's overwrite that. Because yes, monsters can do that. Let's move over here. No, move you up there. Switch you to defense mode. In before she has another one. Have the gold line. Go forth. You go forth. You go forth. You go you don't go forth. Because you would be in range of being attacked. Okay. One more turn. I need Skullbird to get away. Because she has a very powerful monster there. So I want to summon. So I want to next turn I want to summon Yami, move it here, activate it. Move Great Mammoth of Goldfine. No, I want to move you there. Yeah, move you there. Activate Yami here. Move Great Mammoth of Goldfine in front. So you can't be hit. Or use Dimension Hole to get you out of dodge. That sounds like a plan. Although you can't get away. Have you just... Oh, you've just... You've just... Wait, what does Birdface do? What do you do? Well, this... oh, power up of 300 to all winged beasts. But you haven't actually... Unless you have an acid trap hole. But I guess we'll find out. I'm willing to make the sacrifice. Has Winged Beast done it for us? Or Skull Beast? Skullbird? There we go, that's the one. And, yes, indeed, Skullbird brings home the victory. I spent all that time setting up Pumpkin of Ghosts and the sort of zombie monsters play, and then Skullbird swoops in for the win. Congratulations, Skullbird. Sadly, you did not get a promotion, because, yeah. Right, I want Monster Reborn, if I can get it. Mesmeric Control's not too bad. I'll take that. Ah! Electro Whip, Mesmeric Control, and Elegant Egotist. That means she had her Harvey-lated sisters out somewhere, so that was scary. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I know what monster it was as well. Losing to the likes of you makes my skin crawl. You shall not be so lucky when you reach the continent, for Yugi and his followers are a force to be reckoned with. And I obtained a rose card. Yay! Now, go to Dover. Or rather, we don't go to Dover, because, yeah, I've gone way over an hour. It is nearly an hour and a half. So, yeah. Like I said, don't know if I actually plan on continuing this or not, but it's fun to play again. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.